Hello. So I am working with something that I had been planning on doing for a while because I purchased them maybe a month ago, but I just haven't got around to it. These are the hole makers for resin from the littlewindows.com store, and I got the smallest version, although I don't know that I'll ever really use those, and maybe even not those, but these are the ones I'm using right now. My plan is to have a hole in these pocket hugs so that I can put a cord on them, say for my granddaughter to wear if she would like. Anyway, so that's the plan. I may fast forward through some of it. There's not a whole lot to talk about. It's just getting the charms put into place, curing them, and then layering up from there. So far, I have done 2 layers on this one, and this one, and I'm going to cure them in just a second. Okay, so got a few more layers going. It's very tedious, but it's worth it in the end. So these are the last 2 where I'm getting the charm in, and it's a silver, kind of a gothic cross. I did it with a little bit of a variegated purple and clear so that you can see the cross very well, but you can have a little purple tint. And now, because of a request from a viewer, I'm going to put a little more in there though. Tina from Pour With Love requested purple with silver foil. I'm just moving this over here so I don't drip water. I have this in a warm water bath. Works better for me. And then there's all my little silver. So I'm going to pour this layer next on these 2. There's 1 and 2. I think that's going to look really nice. And then I've got another layer of purple with a little, and then the last layer will be glitter. Okay, and this is my first time using the hole makers, so I'm excited about that as well. That's what it's going to look like. And I'm adding it on top of the ones that are the purple with the silver foil. I'm hoping this is still transparent enough to cure properly. Okay, so what I'm doing now is adding my scripture, and I have printed it on transparency film. And then I can dip it into the resin and put it on top. This one is a little more tricky because I have that hole maker in there. These were originally cut to the size like that, like a heart shape. But I'm gonna try to work around it and make it work. So I cut off the corner of it. On some of them I cut off almost everything, but that wasn't a word, wasn't printed on. Okay, so there's that one. Not all of them will go on this time on this layer because some of them aren't high enough. Can't read it from here, but it's there. I am not completely done with them. There's some more to do, but I need to get my layers up. So I am going to work with this purple that I just added clear so that it was a lot lighter. Okay, so that one I haven't put the actual scripture on there. It's right here. I dip it in here so that there's no bubbles behind it. And then what I've been doing is taking this brush and brushing around on the top to make sure that it's completely covered. It's a little bit tedious, but it'll be worth it in the end. Okay. Still just a couple fish eyes. I have one on another one too that I'm going to have to repair, but that'll do for now. Okay, so then I'm going to put the rest of this one on this. So if you're still with me, thank you so much for following along. I've been trying to either pause and I'll fast forward if I have to make this a reasonably timed video. But I thought there are some people that might be inspired by the transparency film. And I found it on Art Habits. I think she is Asian. She has a beautiful channel where she does beautiful things. Okay, so I think that will do it. This is going to need another layer, but not right this second. To let these layers cure in between. That's the secret to UV resin. I'll be back. Alrighty, for the last one, I'm going to add a little bit of violet mica powder because I haven't used any mica powder, at least not in these layers that we're doing today. The mica powder with the violet interference. Make sure that's completely stirred up. And this is the one that I'm needing the most. Actually, I'm not sure if anything else needs anything. But I don't know how this works with UV resin, so I thought I would try. So let's just see how this cures. You'll need another layer, but it's always best to do them in thinner layers. Okay, so I'm going to cure that and I'll be right back. Alrighty, oh my goodness, I think I've been down here at least an hour creating all the layers and everything. So, but it is done. They're not perfectly domed, and if I have to, I can dome them afterwards. I've done that. That usually works better for me than trying to dome them inside of here. So let's do the ones that were already set up and don't have the thingy. And so that's this one. There we go. There we go. Now I was going for kind of the natural neutrals. And so I think I got that. And this one is going to be very similar. There we go. That's beautiful. Really like that. This was Pebble on the very back. And then that was a mica powder and that was a mica powder. So then from there, we had these two pink ones, which I'm not exactly sure what's underneath there, to be honest with you. And then one more of the ones without the hole. So now I have never done this, so I don't know exactly what I'm doing, right? So I'm just going to pull it out, show you what the front looks like. That one has the silver and the glitter with purple. And then I'm going to take And I don't know if I pull this out from, yeah, look at that. Do you see that? Get a good, oh my goodness, that is awesome. That is going to be amazing. Oh, my granddaughter's going to be so excited. Awesome. Okay, so that was a success. Thank you, Little Windows. That's the product that I used. I purchased them. So let's try, okay, well, let's look at the front. Silver pieces with purple and then purple glitter, reflective glitter in the back. And now we're going to pull out. Oh, that is so fun. I highly recommend these, people. I think that is just, that's fun in itself without even needing a reason to do it. This one's kind of thin. I can feel it already, but let's see what we got. That is really fun, ladies. That is really fun. So fun. So fun. There you go. So I used 2 new products for me today in this project, and that would be the Little Windows hole makers and the transparency film, which I will put a picture of it up at the end so you can get a good idea of what you're looking for, the brand. And I use that brand in my sticker paper or my sticker vinyl because I put stickers on my on my bookmarks, and so I was already working with that. And then this is another level of putting words into your projects. So there they are. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you soon.